Curious, engaging. At the top of the mattress industry, two distinct powerhouses exist. Tempur is a manufacturing giant, churning out highly recognized beds worldwide. Mattress Firm is the nation's largest retailer, providing the physical showrooms where those beds actually get sold. When Tempur announced it was acquiring Mattress Firm, it proposed a vertical merger. Instead of buying a rival, a company buys a distinct link in its own supply chain. This graphic illustrates the government's primary concern. The FTC sued to block the deal, fearing the combined company would use its retail dominance to squeeze out competing mattress makers. By prioritizing Tempur they could restrict showroom space for rivals. The core issue in this trial was whether one massive corporation could weaponize a retail pipeline to silently suffocate its upstream competition. Antitrust litigation is notoriously dense. Cases hinge on complex, highly specific economic models and thousands of pages of expert testimony that take courts months to untangle. We wanted to test a new approach. We took the exact publicly available expert economic reports from this specific merger and fed them into an artificial intelligence model before the trial concluded. Looking at this timeline, you can see the gap between the FTC filing suit in July 2024 and the final court ruling in February 2025. For this blind test, we will look at the AI's critique of the economic data first. We will withhold the actual human judge's verdict until the very end. We are testing if a machine can independently spot the flaws in a multi-billion-dollar economic argument as accurately as a federal judge. To prove the merger would create a monopoly, the government relied on a tool called the hypothetical monopolist test. Economists use this test to fence off a very specific group of products and calculate if a single company controlling that group could profitably hike prices. For this lawsuit, the FTC defined the market strictly. They excluded standard beds and focused exclusively on premium mattresses priced at $2,000 and above. This diagram shows the divorce, a natural experiment from 2017 to 2019, when mattress firms stopped selling Tempur beds. Premium customers simply switched to other internal brands, rather than shopping elsewhere. To the FTC, this high retention proved Mattress Firm dominated the $2,000 plus tier. Using this divorce data, the FTC built a highly specific mathematical fortress designed to prove that suffocating rival brands was inevitable. We asked the AI to test its structural integrity. The AI found 3 fatal flaws. First, it identified that the $2,000 threshold was chosen backwards. Instead of looking at real consumer shopping habits to find the market boundary, the FTC engineered the cutoff specifically to artificially maximize Mattress Firm's market share on paper. Second, the AI flagged the divorce experiment as contaminated data. The FTC applied the test to all Tempur beds, not just the premium ones. Running broad data through a narrow model resulted in mathematically impossible diversion metrics that exceeded 100%. The AI ran a sensitivity analysis, shown here, revealing a third flaw. The FTC assumed retail prices move in rigid lockstep with wholesale costs, but factoring in how retailers actually operate, using temporary sales and flexible pricing, the model fails the monopoly test. The AI evaluated the defense's counterargument and agreed. Actively hiding rival beds would instantly shrink overall sales volume. Foreclosing on competitors would actually reduce the store's total revenue, making it an economically irrational strategy. The machine systematically dismantled the foundational math holding the government's entire argument together. Fast forward to February 4, 2025. The trial concludes, and the federal judge releases the official, real-world opinion. Here is our scorecard, directly comparing the AI's pre-trial predictions against the actual conclusions drawn by the human judge. The judge completely rejected the $2,000 threshold, ruling exactly as the AI predicted. The cutoff was worked backward to guarantee a desired outcome. The judge tossed out the natural experiment, agreeing with the defense and the machine that the divorce data was fundamentally unreliable and contaminated. The court noted retail prices do not march in lockstep with wholesale prices, mirroring the AI's critique of the fixed margin flaw. Because the government's economic models fell apart under scrutiny, the judge denied the FTC's request for an injunction, allowing the mega-merger to proceed. An artificial intelligence will never replace a human judge or a trial lawyer, but by successfully tearing down a flawed economic model based entirely on pretrial documents, it has proven itself as a highly capable screening tool, one that can see through the densest mathematical smoke and mirrors.
Thanks for watching. For the deep dive economic analysis behind these stories, join us at econworks.com. Subscribe to stay informed on where law and economics meet the market. We'll see you in the next episode.